Well, welcome to hopefully what is the last day of corn harvest this year. We got about 55 acres left, but it's like we're going to have more bushels to haul from the field than what I was anticipating. So, got a pretty long haul back to the bins, plus got to do the testing. So, our bottleneck's definitely going to be the hauling today. Hopefully, Kelly be able to step it up a gear and keep us running so we can get done today, because I got other stuff I got to do. I forgot the tape for my mic this morning. That's why I'm holding it. I was trying to make sure I had everything else ready to run to where we wouldn't have any pickups, and then forgot to get set up to film today. But anyway, as soon as we get done shelling corn, we got to turn around. We need to spray all of our cornfields with Remoxone, because I've seen a few scattered pigweeds. Hadn't put out any seed yet, but definitely want to wipe them out before they have a chance to put on seed. And we've also got cover crops to plant. Normally we're doing this stuff as we're shelling. Have Zach spray load out first thing in the morning, have Roy on the drill planting cover crops. But with Zach being gone, just not enough manpower and experience out here to be able to have all of that stuff going at the same time. So I figured it's more important to get our corn out while it was still standing, because the stalks are getting so weak, and then we just focused on that other stuff as soon as we got done shelling corn. Sure would have liked to have gotten my cover crop planted earlier, as we got a lot of nitrogen left in the ground, and I wanted the cover crops, especially the radishes, as long as the growing season as possible, take up as much of that nitrogen. Of course, I expect radishes to really grow pretty big this year, potentially add quite a bit of organic matter back into the ground, and every day they're not being planted is won't be a day's worth of growth that we're losing. But we're doing the best we can this fall. That's about all I can say.
Now I'm back at it again on my favorite corner. Pretty much same thing for me. I get the corn, I take it back to the bins, I test the corn, I dump the corn, I come back out here. It's kind of like life on repeat. This morning had to scramble and get out here early, but just trying to get my brain straight, because we had some things develop with Carter, and now we are parents of homeschoolers. So starting today, we are now homeschooling Carter for the foreseeable future, and hopefully by his sophomore year we'll get him into a private Christian school. That's kind of our personal life that's been a little bit difficult, and we think it's the best for our son. So you're gonna see Carter a lot more out here on the farm, as we're gonna try and integrate farm stuff with homeschool. Well, looks like we're moving, so I gotta get out the truck and go haul the header. All right, so got this one done. Now I'm waiting. I am waiting for a spot. Apparently they don't have one for me yet, so I'm gonna hang out. Awesome. So currently right now in this bin, we have over 32,000 bushels. This one is a 45,000. I think it's like 43, 44-ish. If it's corn, it's 45. If it's beans. One bin. We have about 45 acres left. So just to put it in perspective, on a normal year, we usually have this bin full, that bin full, or those two full. And this year, 3/4 of one bin. So on a normal average year, and if Matt plants anywhere from 475 to 525 in corn, acres that is, we usually have between 85,000 and 96,000 bushels in the bins. This year we have over 500 acres planted, and we only have 32,000 bushels as of right now, with only 40 acres left. So I'm gonna say that the way it's running, we'll probably have a total of 35,000 bushels on over 500 acres. So we're 60,000 bushels short of a normal year. That's what a drought can do. You can do whatever I mean, she's in control 100%. Mother Nature's in control 100%. And you kind of have to like, just put your faith that somewhere God's gonna provide. There's a lot worse people off, and there's a lot more people that are worse off. I haven't slept in a couple of days, so I guess I'm just gonna be grateful that we do have corn in the bin. So, well, at least we're gonna get a break. Next up is spraying. We have to plant cover crops on all the corn ground. Corn ground turns into cotton, so we're gonna plant that. I think Matt's gonna get Nate on the drill a little bit. I might drill, I don't know. We're just kind of this year is one of those years you throw everything out of the book and you just fly by the seat of your pants. So that's what we're doing. And also, if anybody out there homeschools their kid who's a high schooler, please drop a comment, message, whatever, about any curriculum you guys use for high schoolers. We're new to this as of today. This was a decision coming for a while, and then it just happened quickly. We had hoped Carter would go until January, and then we were gonna pull him out then, but things got worse for him. So for him, his mental health and ours, we pulled him out. Didn't realize you can do a lot around the farm, and that counts. So he's gonna learn a lot of mechanics this winter, and he's gonna learn a lot about finance and farm and all that. But if anybody else has suggestions, please let us know. We're new to this. I'm very encouraged by people who have sent us messages, well, at least me on Instagram, that a lot of farms homeschool. So we just need a little bit of encouragement to do this, especially with the last one, because man, he's a redhead and he's stubborn like his daddy. So it's gonna work out. It's just thrown into the mix of everything with harvest. And now I'm thinking positive. We have someone to help us. More free labor, baby, and we're gonna count it as homeschool. So today he got to learn mechanics, and he had all this taken apart, and I told him, well, all right, let's go ahead. Let's get the mechanics out of the way. So we got everything put back together. The only thing he has left to do is to put new bearings in it, which his dad will help him do. So, and guess what? That counts. So it might be a huge blessing in return, but just another thing to add to our pot.
Well, I don't think we're going to get done today. Spent probably about the last hour or so just cutting around the edges of this bottom, trying to get the inrows done. This got kudzu around the majority of it, and it's giving my header fits. I've had to get clean off the auger several times, stopping up those row unit clutches. It's been aggravating. And if we weren't going to be short on our contracts, I wouldn't be messing with it. I just leave it and bush hog it down. But every bushel I can get from these inrows here, see, right there. No matter how slow I go, it'll pull in a slug and then lock the gearbox up, or start slipping the slip clutch there. Like I say, if it's a normal year, I just leave it and bush hog it down, leave it for the deer or something. But we need every bushel we can get. Try and fill our contracts. Man, it's really hard trying to guide in one or two rows right out there on the very end, because you can't really see how you need to be lined up. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, now maybe we can start covering some acres again. Although this bottom's slower going than what I thought it'd be, yields definitely a lot better. We got some over 200 bushels per acre yields down here, so And I think it's like a 40-acre bottom. So yeah, we just not gonna get done today. That's all right. There's still tomorrow. 201, 205, 209, 217, 221. It sure is nice to see those numbers for once this year. All right, now, header. Ain't no reason to start your shenanigans now. We getting close to done. Ain't no reason to start throwing the chain off down there. I ain't gonna be putting up with this. I'll trade you off. Get somebody in here who wants to work right. Nah, in all seriousness, I knew that chain's on its last life. I mean, it's riding on the top of the sprocket. It's wore slap out. I got it on my list to repair for next year. Trying to get these last 40 or 50 acres out. So maybe I can put it back on and it'll get us through. Uh-oh, got a little calf corn there. I guess I forgot what it's like to harvest real good corn and how quickly my grain bin can overflow when it's pumping in 4,000 bushels an hour. Now my niece and nephew, well, one of my nieces and one of my nephews brought me and Kelly and Nate supper out here. We got Peyton, named after Peyton Manning because my sister's a huge Peyton Manning fan. And then we got Link, named after Link as in Zelda. The Adventures of Link.
Yep.
One of my favorite video games. Y'all want to say hi to everybody?
What's up?
You're probably going to have like 7,000 to 8,000 people watch this and see you on TV.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a little bit tighter fit in this cab than it has been in previous years. They're growing like weeds. How old are you, Peyton?
6 years
6 years
old.
old.
9.
9? I thought you look like you're at least 11. Double digits.
I'm the second tallest in my class.
Yeah, you're growing quick.
Yeah, and then other kids in my class, some other boys are very short.
Yeah. Anyway, a big thanks to my sister Jocelyn for making us a nice plate of spaghetti, potatoes, and green beans. It's nice being able to eat this early and not having to eat at about 10 or 11 o'clock at night where I'm going to have heartburn all night long. We got a little bit of cab corn there, don't we, Link?
Yeah, I could see that when we came over here.
Yeah, Uncle Matt made a boo-boo. He didn't stop quick enough.
Yeah.
Well, this ain't happened too much this year so far, but we finally found some really good corn down here in this long big bottom. We're talking like between 200 250 bushels per acre for the most part of that bottom, and well, it didn't take long, so we're waiting on the truck quite a bit now. I did tell Kelly to just take a sample of each truckload. Don't worry about doing the aflatoxin test right now because it takes about 30 minutes to do the test. Just go ahead and get a sample, put it in a bag, dump the truck, and get back here because I really want to get done today. We got like 10 acres left. Might be a little bit of a late night, but I really want to get done today, and then we can do all of we can run all of our tests tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not really worried about this corn having aflatoxin in it as good as it is. You know, we've only had one load out of all, the rest test positive, so I feel pretty confident this is going to test negative. So we'll do the testing when we can. We'll do the testing when we got time tomorrow. I want to get this corn out. We got other stuff to do. Yeah, she's making a lot quicker trips now that she don't have to test for that aflatoxin. We're not gonna get done before dark, but maybe we won't have to run too long with the lights on. Well, look at these bushels rolling in. This is what I'm used to right here. I guess we saved the best for last. Or my niece and nephew brought some good corn out here with them. Look at that. We get up there close to normal, not too far off normal. Normal year, I'd expect this to be up around 250. Well, this is going to be Kelly's last load of the day. We got like 4 acres left. Hopefully we can get the rest. Hopefully we can get the rest of it on the grain buggy and combine and come pick it up in the morning.
Riding these roads in this truck has really kicked my back, which is not helping considering I've been going to therapy for it. But it is 8:45. Where I'm done for the day. Matt thinks that he has 1 more truckload left, and that will end our corn harvest, which brings us to can't do this. As of right now, over 500 acres, 38,000 bushels.
Well guys, here it is. Last pass of corn. 1/3 of our acres are now harvested. Too bad it's the easiest third of our crop we've harvested. The harder is definitely yet to come with cotton harvesting coming up. There it is. That's all, folks. Man, I'm so glad I'm not going to have to drive down the roads and see no more corn standing. The rest of the fall is going to be all uphill from here. Now, if I can just fit the rest of this onto the grain cart, I can go ahead and drop my header and take my combine on in tonight. One less thing I got to come back and get. Ah, yeah, just barely. Funny how things work out sometimes. Well, color me surprised. What I thought was going to be our worst farm by far actually wound up being our best farm. Look at there, 95 bushels an acre. This goes to show you, I don't always know what I'm talking about. I must have walked in like the 3 worst spots of the farm. Now, those spots were terrible, but I guess I was wrong to assume that there was a lot more of that on this farm than what there actually was. So that's the kind of surprises I like, though. Pleasantly surprised. But look at that total bushels right there. I needed 37,500 bushels to fill my contracts. Now my yield monitor's reading a little bit higher, so we just made it by the skin of our teeth on getting our contracts filled. That is, if Tyson takes my grain and it doesn't test positive for aflatoxin, and then they reject it. But we'll cross that bridge in December. Average yield 79 bushels per acre. Again, that will drop by a bushel or 2 when you count for the moisture and everything else. But overall, all summer long, I was saying I hope we yield 100 bushels an acre, and I knew that wasn't going to happen. And after I did my crop tour, I was just hoping we would make our contract, but realistically, I was expecting an average yield of 50 to 70 bushels an acre, and we exceeded that. So I'm glad. Definitely the worst corn crop we've ever had, but it could have been worse. And what I've seen reports on Facebook and social media, it's worse in other parts of the country. So I feel fortunate, feel blessed to have produced what we did. We made our contracts. I mean, I can't ask for anything more than that. But who'd have thought back in March when I contracted that grain, I would have contracted almost our exact production. Definitely not going to expect that again next year. Well, guys, I'm going to drop this header, get this combine on home, give me some shut-eye, because we got some more work to do tomorrow.